Well, hey everybody. Today is Thursday, June 6th. It's about 6:28 a.m. and we're on our way to Starbucks. We're going to be getting $8.25 for 2.9 miles. Let's go. Well, this is my first day back after being sick for I don't know how many days. Let's see. I worked Saturday, but just for one delivery. So I count Saturday I was sick, Sunday I was sick, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 5 days I was out. That was pretty bad. I was in pretty bad shape. It first started off as like a sore throat, and then it just immediately escalated. And I was just sicker than a dog. And it just didn't seem to want to go away. I couldn't shake it, so I had to just sort of just lay there until it finally just subsided. So I think it finally started to clear up yesterday. And I had to do all kinds of stuff around the house to catch up. I had so much stuff that I was behind on, especially all my financial stuff. So I had to take care of all that and then run errands and then the animals. And it's just, you guys know. It's the same thing that always happens when we all get sick. You fall behind and, there's really nobody there to pick up the slack. So you're just like, those things just fall by the wayside. So I had to play catch up, but I got it all done. And now it just feels weird to come back because, when you're gone for this long, you kind of feel like you're brand new again. You're like, how do I do this job? And what's going to happen? And where am I? So it's very different. And then, of course, my voice is still not very strong. So, because it really attacked my vocal cords for whatever reason, whatever kind of bug it was, it really got to my vocal cords. So they're not as strong yet, which is unfortunate because I'm feeling a lot better, but I still can't talk as long, which I really, really am disappointed in because, I want to have a good time, talking to you guys, but I have to minimize the conversation. So anyway, we're almost at Starbucks. We got just about another minute or so. Well, one of the orders wasn't ready, and then the other one was ready, and then he just kind of hung out in there waiting to get the order, but I got them. First one is 5 minutes away, 2 miles. Let's see. So leave at the door, and it's a house. Let's get going, gang. Starbucks is out of their regular size bags. They gave me these really large bags for these 2 small orders. So I think there's like just one drink and one of the bags on the floor, and the bag's like a huge shopping bag. But whatever. I guess they just got to work with what they got to work with. I'm sure when the person receives it, they're going to think that they got the wrong order. They're going to be like, wow, I got somebody else's order. What'd they give me? Until they pick it up. It's light as a feather. I love Starbucks. They're such easy deliveries. They're usually, because they pack them so well. And it makes it easy to just transport them, no problem. Unlike some places where they just load you up. So it makes for an easy drop off. Uh-oh, my ear is ringing. Well, that's not a good sign, is it? Oh, well, hopefully it'll pass. I'm sure it's just a warm up. My body's not used to. I've been on so much NyQuil and DayQuil for the past 5 or 6 days. I'm sure my body's just adjusting. It's just in shock. It's like, wait a minute. We've been laying in this bed for 5 or 6 days, and now you're doing this? It's just like it's in shock. It's trying to adjust. It's gone. There goes the ringing. Old men get ringing in their ears. You just got to get used to it. All right, we just got a couple more minutes. I've been to this house before. I think there was a dog in the window that scared me, but It is currently 86 degrees, and the high today I think is supposed to be like 107. So I don't think they're gonna have their window open today. Although some people are so destitute, they gotta have their windows open. Let's see. I think it's this house here.
They added the following instructions.
Yep, it's this one here. This beautiful home with all the rocks. All right, let's go in. Alright, that's all dropped off. That was no big deal, and all the windows were shut tight in there, so there was no dog barking at me. So I had no surprises. The next one is 1 minute from here, 0.6 miles. It's also a house, and it's also a leave at the door. So we're in good shape. Let's get over there. I still have that, you know, after you have like a flu, you have a real fatigued feeling. So I'm still kind of fatigued. I can definitely feel it. Especially, you know, when I talk. It makes me feel winded. But I gotta just keep on keeping on, you know what I'm saying? Gotta keep doing the job. It's fun to get all the comments from you guys, hearing all your different feedback on stuff. You don't have to worry about me. I'm still alive. I'm not going anywhere just yet. I'm still kicking. Oh my gosh, it's coming right up. I better turn on UberEats. Oh wait, I can't. It's coming up so soon, I don't want to miss the turn. Since I'm not familiar with what I'm going, I better just wait till I drop off. In fact, I think I should make sure I don't try to multi-app too much, because I'm not real on my game at the moment. I'm still not fully with it. Alright, that was dropped off. Both of those houses were pretty ugly. Nothing to comment on. They were just all rock and stone with no interesting decorations on them or anything. Just very bland. I guess a lot of people are so hermity in this town. They don't like to show anything interesting about their houses. They just like to make them fade into the background. Alright, I turned UberEats back on. I have a weird shift right now on Doordash. It's just a 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. shift, and then I have a gap between 7 and 8 where there's nothing. So I don't know why they set it up that way. I tried to do my normal 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. shift, and it wouldn't let me. Even though I schedule it, days and days in advance, for whatever reason, they put a gap between 7 and 8. They said there's nothing available. Maybe they can somehow project. They know how busy certain days are going to be. So maybe that's what happened. But at any rate, we got UberEats, and UberEats is dead as a doornail. I haven't gotten out a single offer coming in through UberEats at all since I turned it on at 6 a.m. this morning. So it's been going on almost 2 hours, and that app's been real quiet. So maybe it just means it's going to be slow today, which is fine, because I don't really want a busy day today. You can tell I'm not on my game. I'm not 100%. I'm not on it, and I really need to not overdo, so I can get totally back to my normal self. Whew, it's gonna be hot today. Right now it's 86 degrees, and it's not even 7 a.m. And I would definitely prefer right now to be back in the air conditioning, just relaxing at home. Let me tell you. Putting videos out that I never released, and some of them are as old as like two weeks old, I guess. I've been doing YouTube for that long, so they're not that old, but 2 weeks is pretty old for somebody watching a Doordash or UberEats delivery video. So they were giving me comments like, oh, I hope your cat's okay. And I was like, oh, my cat's been okay for weeks. And I had to comment back to them because they're reacting to things in the videos that have already that are far enough in the past where whatever I was concerned about is in the past. So there is a freshness that these videos have to have, or else things start to become irrelevant. Which I was noticing when people were commenting on certain things. I was like, oh, that's old news, guy. There's nothing going on with that. Everything's fine. My cat is just fine, or my dog is just fine, or whatever I was talking about in that video. And people were like, oh, I love the graphics in this one. I'm like, well, they don't look like that anymore. That's the old way they used to look. I changed everything again. So it's just funny. I was thinking about changing the graphics again today. That's like the funnest part that I enjoy most about making my videos, is goofing around with the graphics. I was like, maybe I'll add the UberEats or Doordash bags to the graphics, so you'll know whether I'm not on a UberEats or a Doordash delivery, and then you can know right away, oh, this is a Doordash, not an UberEats delivery. So I don't know. That's just the part of the stuff I enjoy the most. I do like making just a random conversation. Sometimes that's good too, just therapeutically wise. Like if you're frustrated, you have somebody to vent to. That's another fun part about the videos. You can really let it all out in the video. I was having a nice relaxing morning back at home. I made myself a delicious slice of bread with some peanut butter on it and a banana. I was so relaxed, and my Doordash is not on right now because my second shift doesn't start for another half an hour. And I got something from UberEats, and I had mixed feelings about it. I was like, I don't really want to go, but it's like, well, it meets the minimum requirements to be an acceptable offer. So here we are, everybody. We're on our way to Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. They're going to be giving us some kind of money. Let me tell you how much it is. $7.67, 4.6 miles. All right, well, let's head on over to Coffee Bean and pick it up. I brought like a box of Kleenex or something because, to blow my nose, because I'm still not at my 100%. My body's still, doing the kinds of things you do after you have a cold or a flu. So a box of Kleenex would have been advised to keep in the car. But I keep forgetting. Every time I go back home, I feel fine. And then once I get back out, I'm like, shoot, I should have brought that box of Kleenex. Oh, well, maybe next time I'll remember. In the meantime, I'll just keep sniffling while I'm delivering. And, I'm sure people in the store are going to be, hopefully, and I don't start having a coughing attack. Oh, darn, they're doing construction in the district. They're always working. Oh, I should know better. Every morning, every time you come in here, they're always doing some type of work, and you can't go on the main little road that takes you right in front of the Coffee Bean. I should know better. When am I gonna learn? All right, well, we're just about here, and let's go get this darn coffee and get her done, get our job done. Let's make that money. Some rude person inside the Coffee Bean. It's always these people that bring their dogs in there and they act like they own the darn coffee place. I don't know why these people have no courtesy for other people. She has her dog in there and she's on the phone and she has the dog on a long leash and the dog is just going wherever the heck the dog feels like going. And so her leash is blocking you. You know, you'd have to step over her leash to get around the darn dog. And then you're like, and then the dog's exactly where I need to be to ask them for my drink order. And I don't want to get too close to the dog because I don't know if this dog is friendly or not. I don't know this dog at all. So, this irritates me that people are so inconsiderate. And they don't think like, gee, maybe I should reel my dog in because this person doesn't know if my dog is dangerous or not. And I should be considerate of other people. I don't know what's wrong with people. I think they get this arrogance that comes from them feeling like, you know, they are superior. I think it has a lot to do with if they come from an environment where they feel like they have to do that. You know what I mean? They have to fluff their feathers all the time because they come from an environment where they have to be that way to be competitive, to meet the competition that they're around. Otherwise they feel inferior. They have like an inferiority complex that they develop excuse me, from all the years of being mistreated. See, this cough is coming back. I better take a rest and tell you guys where we're going. 6 minutes from here, 2.1 miles. It's a house. It's a meet at the door. That's surprising. And we have no gate code. All right, let's go. At some point in this town, it became acceptable at all coffee shops that you're allowed to bring your dog into the coffee shop. Now, when that happened, I have no idea. And I don't know why it's always women that think it's okay to bring their dog into the coffee shop. I mean, not even like a little dog, like these giant dogs. And they just come in there like it's no big deal. One time I was at McDonald's and a guy walked in with his Great Dane and ordered his McDonald's. I go, well, that's unusual to have that was a humongous dog. I took a picture of that one. But yeah, I don't know when that became acceptable to do. I mean, I can understand if it was like a situation where you were just, and you would just be like, oh, sorry or whatever. But these people come in and they feel like they're entitled to bring their giant dog in there. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, I love animals, but I don't know if that's the right setting for you to be bringing your dog into, especially because it's so crowded and there's just so many people that go in there. But I don't know. I mean, I like to see the dogs. I like seeing them, but it just doesn't. I mean, maybe I'm just old school, but it just doesn't seem right that you should have your animal in a place where
Turn right on West
there's
Parkway.
where there's food. They should always be like in a patio area. I don't know. Well, we're here, and we just have to hope that they answer the door, because it's a leave at the door. But I guess if they don't, we'll just leave it at the door. I don't know. Sometimes these people, they put meat at the door, but they don't ever show up to the door. All right, we're here. Hello. There you go. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. I was very happy that the person showed up to the door right away, and they were wearing a really bright outfit. I was like, whoa. They had the whole movie star effect going on. It was kind of fun. So that was that. And now it's probably going to be slow again because I don't have any Doordash. Not for another 15 minutes. And all we got is UberEats. And UberEats has been not very active. So it'll probably be nothing else. And I only ate half of my bread with peanut butter on it, and half my banana. I had to throw the rest in the trash because I got this offer and I didn't want to turn it down. Oh, something else is coming in, but it's UberEats for $14.02 for 13 miles, and it's a match. It's not a match for me. Get out of here. So, but maybe it'll pick up today. So, I don't know. You know, every day with this job, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't go either way in your mind. You don't tell yourself, oh, I hope this is the day I'm going to make a lot of money, or this day's going to be so slow I'm not going to make any money. You try to have no opinion. You just turn it on and you do your routine, whatever that is. So that's what you got to do. You just stick to your routine. I was thinking about how I should leave the app on for like a long period of time and just take offers that are only, high dollar offers. I thought about that strategy, and I've done it in the past, and it does work out, but you get so tired of rejecting offers that by the end of the day you're just burned out from having to have the app on. Because there is a part of your brain that has to constantly be, on its toes for when the offers come in. So it's not like you're just completely just doing your normal routine when you have the app running. You're like a babysitter. You're babysitting that phone, waiting for that offer to come in. Uber Eats, $2.40, 4.9 miles. No. Yeah, so I'm still gonna stick with my whole window thing of 6 a.m. to 11 and be done with it, because it's too much work, and this job is just an extra money job. It's a little tiny job. You're not gonna make a fortune off this thing. You have to really be flexible to really be making significant money. You got to be working those late nights and all that stuff. It's like, no, thank you. I'm just the morning 911 operator, and I work this local area, and that is it. I always wonder why people enjoy watching my videos. I have a very small niche group that like to watch my videos, and for the life of me, I don't know why. Sometimes I get comments from people that actually are just like they don't find my videos to be entertaining, and I kind of agree with them, because I don't find myself to be the kind of person who is exciting to watch, but I do enjoy the process of making my videos, so that's why I make them. I'm like, well, I'm having a good time, and I'm like, Uber Eats for 3 miles, $5.28. Oh God. I guess it's Carl's Jr. Let me accept it. It meets the criteria.
That's your pickup at Carl's Jr.
I'm going. I'm going, lady. I just gotta get my act together here for a second. I've gotta situate myself, lady. I wasn't expecting something to come in, so hang on a minute while I situate. I was like all ready to just go back home and chill out. Let's Let's see. Okay, what's the best way to go? Okay, go this way. This job is so funny. All right, I'm at a red light. I'm gonna fix this so I'm not being burned by the sun. Let's see. I got another dash coming in 10 minutes. No. So this is just Carl's Jr. It's a low offer. $5.28, 3 miles. We got to deliver. It looks like it's to a business, possibly. And you know the food ain't gonna be ready because Carl's Jr. I don't even know if the door's gonna be open. May have to use the drive-through because it's still early. It's only 7:35 a.m. Yeah, I only took this for the miles because I have a feeling the process to get this order is gonna be long. Because Carl's Jr. is generally, it's slow to get to pick stuff up. But we'll see. All right, it looks like we're going to be going to an apartment complex, and it's a leave at the door, thank goodness, and we've been there before. Let's get going, gang. Perk that happened when I was in Carl's Jr. is they had a whole dispenser of napkins. So I grabbed a bunch of them and stuffed them in my pocket, so now I have something to blow my nose with should I need it. Right now I feel fine, but that was on my mind. So that's taken care of. So now I feel a little bit better. And then, of course, there's nobody in Carl's Jr. because nobody goes into restaurants anymore. They're always empty. So there was nobody in there. And so the order wasn't ready when I got in there. And there was only one lady working in there. And she was preparing the food and working the counter. And, yeah, so she just got the order ready and gave it to me. There was not much else to report. I'm always on the lookout now to see if the drink dispensers are going to go away. I keep hearing on the news that they're getting rid of the unlimited refills, the free refill dispenser machines inside the restaurants. McDonald's is the one that's leading the way. And then I saw something I think it was like on TikTok, where they actually have a barcode reader that locks the dispenser so people can't get any refills without having the special barcode on their phone or something. So I guess they're really looking to save money anywhere they can because everything's so expensive. So now even for soda, they're trying to prevent people from sneaking in there and getting themselves a free drink, by sneaking in their own, cup that they bought from days ago, or some cup they're just bringing from home, and they're sneaking a free soda. So they're really trying to tamp down on that now because everything's so expensive. But everything seemed normal in there. The dispensers seem normal, and the the usual environment just seemed normal. It's weird now to me, growing up from my era, where when you'd walk into a fast food place and it would always be busy. Like from the moment it opened to the time it closed, there'd be people sitting in there, and there'd be people eating and talking, and there'd be all this hustle and bustle. And not anymore. The only places that are hustle and bustle are coffee shops. UberEats, $20.09 for 19.4 miles. Go away. Goodbye. Yeah, everything's so different. I don't know if it's that same way where you guys live. But here, that's how it is. Everywhere you go, there's nobody inside of the restaurants. Now, if you go to the Strip, it's not that way because people are trapped there. It's like a tourist trap. But yeah, in regular suburbia, most places you go, there's nobody in there. I think the only exception where I go and I find there's tons of people always in there is McDonald's. Now I can't tell you why. I don't know why McDonald's is that way, but like Carl's Jr., it's a ghost town in there. So it's really weird. All right, we're almost there. Uber Eats, $14.14, 13 miles. No, it was a match. Oh boy, that was an easy one. I'm still in the parking lot here at the apartment complex. I am trying to get myself situated, get myself where I am feeling like I am centered again, because I feel a little bit discombobulated coming off of this day. Coming out from being sick. $4.60, Walmart, 8.9 miles. No, yeah, coming off from being sick, I'm not on my game, and you got to be on your game to feel like you're gonna be. Before you can flow, you got to get into your groove first, and I'm completely not in my groove. I'm out of whack, as it were. But I'm getting there. I'm getting better, slowly but surely. So I'm situating my car. Uber Eats, $6.07 for 7.5 miles. That's a no. Yeah, I got to get myself in my groove. And I do like, the fun thing about making these videos is that you just see the whole process that people go through. Especially in my videos, you see slow periods where I'm revving up, and then I'm trying to get myself going, and I'm trying to get myself where my mind is set right to do the job. And you can see where I get kind of like out of whack, and I get like brain foggy, and I'm like trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. So you get a lot of you get to see a lot when you make these videos, which I find interesting. And I have a lot of people that actually are family members that watch my videos, and I'm sure it helps them to see what I'm going through. So it's entertaining, I'm sure. But the whole experience in doing these types of things, I find to be very fun. I don't understand why so many people find my videos to be entertaining to watch, other than the unexpected, like something could happen at any moment. But I would say 80% of the times the videos are pretty routine. It's just the usual, routine of getting people's food and drink orders, and then going to wherever I have to go and dropping it off. But you just never know. Like sometimes something exciting could happen. So maybe that's why people watch. Something unexpected can occur, because that's how life is. Life can suddenly present something to you that you wouldn't expect to have happen, I guess. Or it's a kind of a get to know, there's some people that want to get to know me, like they'll ask me more personal questions about who I am, but I don't tell people stuff because it's not their business. I'm like, that's not your business. So, but people try to get to know the personality of the person they watch on videos. So that's always fascinating too. So maybe that's why people watch. But it is a fun process. If you guys are thinking about making videos for yourself, I would recommend doing it, because it's a fun experience to do. It's fun. It's a fun activity. I think if you're a person though that is very self-conscious, but you trying to get past that, it's good for you. Let's see. This is a Doordash. It's $6 for basically 4 miles. It is too low, so I'm declining. It was borderline, but not good enough. I gotta be strict. So yeah, because it helps you to be more, to really, UberEats, $4.63, Walmart. I don't care how many miles, it's too low. It helps you to really develop your speaking skills, for one, and to keep because sometimes you live too much in your head. I find that a lot of us are isolated. UberEats, $5.61 for 4.8 miles. That's a no, go away. So it's good for you overall to do it because you're speaking, but and it helps you to articulate your thoughts. It gets your mind, the wiring of your brain moving along, as it were. Keeps things flowing in the brain. It unclogs all the clutter, because sometimes you live too much in your head and you start going into into cycles or circles. You start talking and you start thinking the same thought patterns. Oh, this guy's gonna cross and he's giving me the look of, hey, I need to cross first. UberEats, $5.04, 5.5 miles. No. Yeah, it really helps. It's very therapeutic. It's like free therapy in a sense, because you get out whatever's in your mind and gives you anonymous people, gives you like a platform. You can talk to people and say whatever the heck you want to say. And so yeah, I recommend you guys try it at least. Try to make a YouTube video and post it, and then see what happens. A lot of you are probably like the same as me. You think, oh, no one's gonna want to watch this stupid video. It's like, why would anybody want to watch me talk about boring, watch me driving around talking about boring stuff like, forgetting to bring tissues in the car? Because I think a lot of people, UberEats, $6.16, 8.4 miles now. Excuse me. A lot of people watch these videos because they want somebody to relate to. They want like more reality stuff. Because sometimes people wonder, like, are people leading as dull a life as me? Is my life just as boring as I think it is, or is it really just normal? So television always glamorizes, or even on social media, people glamorize how their lives are. Like, their lives are so fabulous. It's like, that's just what they show you. That's not the reality. The reality is they do everything like the rest of us. They have a routine that they do, and they have problems, and they get bored just like the rest of us. They have just regular routines they just do, and nothing's going on. But they try to present it like they try to present themselves like their lives are so exciting and interesting. And so that's another reason why I think people like to watch the videos. It helps them to also relate to somebody and be like, oh yeah, see, they're just normal people. So yeah, definitely I recommend you make a video. All right, our next stop is we're going to be going to Munchbox, and let's see what we're getting for that one. It looks like we're going to be getting $6.45 for 2.5 miles, and yeah, and I don't know where we're going to after that, but I'll let you know once I get the order. It looks like we're gonna go to a business. It's Michael's, that arts and crafts place. So it's 4 minutes from here, 1.5 miles. Oh, Walmart, go away. All right, let's get on over there. All right, well, I'm turning into the shopping center, and it's only 8:15 in the morning, so I don't think Michael's is open yet, so maybe I'll have to knock on the door or send them a message and let them know I'm here. I'll have to do something like that. Boy, that person drove crazy. They're just driving through all the different parking spots instead of following the road. All right, Michaels, I see you. I just have to find a place to park here, I guess, because
Turn right, then turn left.
I've got to be civilized. I can't just be like a wild animal and park wherever the heck I feel like it. All right, let's park this and go in there and drop it off. Here we go. Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you go. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Just like I thought, the Michael's was not open yet, but she obviously knew I was coming. She came right to the door. Now I'm getting bombarded by a lot of offers, so let's see here. $6 for 7 miles. Well, that's not gonna work. Decline. Sometimes when all the offers come in, I try not to let it overwhelm me. I'm like, okay, just look at one at a time, because your mind is like, well, which one's the best? It's like, don't panic. When you get like 3 or 4 offers coming in at the same time, just take one at a time. And if you don't get to respond to the good one in time, don't worry about it. Wait for the next one. It's like you're not going to become a millionaire. Each one is not a $1 million lottery ticket. They're all just whatever. So you just get what you get. Get what you get and enjoy it. And just work your shift. Let's see, it's a Bad Owl coffee, $6 for 7 miles. No, that ain't gonna work. When you first do this job, you have to turn the apps off and don't review any offers when you're driving, because it's not safe when you're first learning how to do this job. You have to become more like seasoned before you just let the app run and review offers while you're driving. That's why I don't use the Spark one. Walmart Spark. I'm not familiar with how it works. $7.25 at shopping at Walgreens. That's too low. Decline. Yeah, when I do the Walmart Spark one, I cannot do that one at all while I'm driving. It is impossible for me to make a decision. Anything they throw at me, I cannot make a sound decision on what. I think they purposely design it that way. They really want you to just become frustrated to the point where you'll just take anything. You'll just decide that it's best to just let it all average out. Just take whatever they throw at you and then let the money average out. $6 for 13 miles. Get out of here. Yeah. You have to understand that the Walmart app Spark is really, they try to design it so that as best as possible so that you'll take anything. They have worked, I'm sure, with the app developers and said, design this app to make it so that you're giving the driver a lot of information, but not enough for them to don't design it in a way where they will decline offers that are terrible. Chick-fil-A, $6 for 2.6 miles. That's acceptable. Of course, I have to make a U-turn, but I'm accepting. And of course, I just passed Chick-fil-A because that's just how it is. That's Murphy. All right, let's head on over to Chick-fil-A. The customer has sent me a message. They said, go to the gym and we will meet you there. And I said, got it. So this sounds like I'm going to have to go to probably to the high school and then drop it off. And I bet you it's some young people that have ordered food, and this is what they're doing. Now I'm thinking I'm not going to do it. I hate going to that high school, so I think I'm going to cancel it. All right, I'll let you know. All right, I unassigned myself from that one. $5.75 for 8.4 miles. No. Let me decline it. Something just came in from UberEats. $5.63, 5.1 miles. No. Oh, well. $5.62, 5.1 miles. No. McDonald's, $3 for 2.7 miles. No. So it's busy today. I'm getting stuff now, but they're all terrible offers. And then that one particular one where it said pick up by the gym, I was just like, no, this sounds like, when they said that, it sounded to me like they're students of the high school and they're not supposed to be ordering food through the app and they're gonna get busted. We got something, $11, Uber Eats, $3, 5.2 miles, no. $11, 7.9 miles, scramble, no. That had to be $13. Some people would have taken that one. $3.75, 4.7 miles, no. Yeah, some people would have taken that one. They would have been like, oh, $11, that's a lot of money. But for the miles, no. And then you go out of your zone. It's like, no, that's okay. That is okay. I'm not taking it. Right now, it's $1.65 for every mile. $2.75 for 5 miles, no. My acceptance rate is currently 21% on Doordash. I should see what my my rate is for canceling on Doordash. Let's see. Completion rate 97%. So I'm still good. I haven't canceled anything in a while. So I knew it was safe to cancel that other one. Otherwise, I would have had to have taken it. Once my cancellation rate gets 1% more, like to 96, then I'll be like, no, I need to just complete anything I accept. I better complete it. But I was in no mood to deal with going to that high school, especially in my condition. That's a lot of walking. The parking there is terrible, and you got to walk really far to get to the person wherever they're at. So that was definitely a good call to cancel that one. All right, it's 8:41 a.m. We got our next one. It's a Starbucks order, and yeah, it's a Starbucks order. $5.94, 1.6 miles. I'm still trying to get back in the groove of doing this job. Oh Lord, I am so not back in my groove. All right, let's get on over there and get that Starbucks. Thank you. We're going to a business, Henderson Vision Care. Oh, something else came in. It's shopping for $8 for 4.1 miles. Let's see if I really want to do it. Let me think about it for a second. I mean, I guess. Oh, I forgot to take a picture. All right, let's go. Hi, for Danielle. Thank you. All right, well, next up is going to be the Target one. And I thought it was going to be the Target right across the street, but it's not. It's a Target that's 3.1 miles from here. So we still have a ways to go to get there. So, but let's look at the shopping list since we're here. Let's see what we're shopping for. Screen recorder, start recording, cookies and cream. It's all a bunch of junk food, so let's go get it. This assignment is probably not worth it because it's only $8 and the time to drive there and shop and check out, all that process is going to take us at least 30 minutes minimum to complete, and we're only getting $8. So what does that come out to an hour? That's very little bit of money. That's like $16 an hour. So I really shouldn't have taken it, but the miles works out fine. So I think I'm more about the miles in general. That's what I really did. I have to remind myself, it's all about the longevity of the car. It doesn't really necessarily matter how long it takes me to complete something, as long as I don't get stuck, as long as it just keeps flowing along. Because today seems like it's a really slow day. So you just get whatever pennies you can pick up along the road, as long as you're not wrecking your car. That's really what it's all about. You have to project out the long term. I'm trying to watch my first anime show yesterday on YouTube. It was something about, I don't know, it wasn't Clash of the Titans. It was like the #1 manga movie to watch if you've never watched anime. So, Death of the Titans, you guys probably know what it is, you young people. It's that anime about some type of wall. They build a wall around their town and to keep these titans out who I guess eat them. I guess that's what it's about. I only saw the first episode. It was good, but then I got distracted because I always get distracted. The next show that when the episode 1 ended, YouTube took me to another show. It was Back to the Future, and then I got sucked into watching Back to the Future, and I totally forgot that I was supposed to keep watching the episode 2 of this Titans anime. But I don't know. The only kind of anime I was ever into was in the 80s when I used to watch Robotech. Those planes that would turn into robots. That, and I would watch Voltron. So yeah. I was doing that yesterday. It looks like they're really close by. It's a house. It's like 0.8 miles from here, so it's going to be really a quick drop off, thank goodness. So that part will be fast. So here we go, everybody. Let's roll it. UberEats, $8.35, 8.2 miles. No. Yeah, this should be hopefully a simple drop off. I just have to deal with the people, because there's some people that are crossing with children, so now I've got to slow it down, and I'm not in any real hurry. So, and they're poor, they're going to Dollar Tree to save money. Everyone's got to save money somehow. There's no more 99-cent store. I'm sure Dollar Tree's been getting all the business. Oh dear. Is this a leave at the door? I hope so. Yes. So leave at the door and do not ring the doorbell. That sounds good to me. Just want to get this dropped off and move on to the next one. And I'm only working till 11. I'm so happy. I changed my schedule again. I'm only 6 to 11. Nice and short. Nice short 5-hour day of being online. Picking things up, dropping them off every single day. Let's see, it says turn
Right
coming
on
up
Mechanic
here.
Avenue, then turn right on Lorient Street.
Alright, we're turning into the community. Whoa.
Turn right on Lorient Street.
Alright, we're in the community, and this looks like a community that has no HOA because there's just a lot of dirt and rocks, and nothing looks like it's kept up.
Then drop off on the right.
That's the one thing I'm glad I live in an HOA, because at least things get kept up. Well, you can tell they really let things go here with there's no HOA. I mean, really bad. Oh gosh, what's the address?
Drop off on the right.
Yeah, what's the address? Sometimes this app really F's up. I'm looking for the address number. They just sent me something else. UberEats. It looks like it's good, so I'll take it. Let me screen capture it. Let me accept. Of course, they're blocking the address, so I can't even see what the hell I'm doing. Boy, I was really out of it on that delivery. I left the car in drive, but the emergency brake saved me, so the car didn't roll forward. Then the house didn't have a number on it, and it wasn't until I walked to the front door, they put some kind of wooden plaque next to the door with the address number on it, so that way the delivery people wouldn't feel totally confused. So I dropped off to the right place, so I know that much. But I didn't know until I finally got to the front door. I was like, there's no number on this house, so I just had to hope it was the right one until I got to the front door. And now we're off to Panera, which is just a little bit of ways here, just like a quarter of a mile more. And we'll do the Panera one. I don't know how much. Did I tell you how much money we're getting for it? I don't know. $6.39 for 3.7 miles. Oh my gosh, are we here already? Nope, next one. One more to go. One mas to go. Here we go. Here it is. Everybody's turning. Here it is. Here it is. Madness. Pure madness. Oh, what a place. What a place. What a glorious, glorious place to go. Hey. Let's get that Panera. Well, we got the order in the car. It was waiting for us. It's really busy right now. Boy, that sun is getting strong. It's currently 97 degrees. And what time is it? It's only 9:16 a.m. It's hot. But that's Vegas for you. It gets hot here. As you all know, any of you people who come to visit Vegas, you know it gets hot here. But it's a dry heat, so it really isn't that bad. It's not that bad at all. Not bad. Oh, I gotta turn left? Okay. Sometimes you gotta drive a little maniacal in this town just to get through. All right, let's go drop this off. Well, I think we've been going at a pretty good pace since about, probably since about 7:30 a.m. So it's almost 9:30. So I would say we've been working a solid 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. So if you take a look at how much money we made, I guess you can divide it by 2. And that's our hourly rate at the moment. So my guess is we're somewhere near the $20 range. I don't know if we're even up, and if we're at 20 or we're way below it. I don't know. We're somewhere hovering. I know we always seem to hover in the $20 range, so it's all good. But I know it was slow when I first turned the app on at 6 a.m. And I think we just got one offer, and then we were stuck at home for a while, and then all of a sudden it picked up. So, yeah. My brain is still foggy from being sick. It's going to take me probably a few more days before I level up and get back to my normal self. I'll probably have to hack up this video a lot because there's just not going to be a lot of fun or interesting things to even add to the video. Hi for Michaela. Thank you. That was an easy drop off. Just had to climb those stairs. And I got a little bit winded. But the place was easy to find once I got to the second floor. It was some type of physical therapy place. They had all this kind of gym equipment in there. That was it. And I turned back on Doordash. And now we gotta crawl our way back to home base. Well, let's move it. Oh, I forgot I was telling you about that anime thing, the Titans something. Death of the Titans or something. It was good. It seemed like it was definitely a high-end anime. And then I got sucked into watching Back to the Future on YouTube. I was like, I didn't know YouTube had like free movies. So I was watching Back to the Future, but then it had commercials. I was like, I ain't watching no commercials. So I went to DirecTV, and then on DirecTV they have it where you can. What is this? Oh, I ain't going over there. $5 for 2 miles for Starbucks, but I'm in the area that tries to lure you to go to the strip. That ain't happening. So moving on. Yeah, so I ended up watching some Back to the Future, but it had commercials, and then I was like, I switched on my DirecTV, the satellite thing, and then it showed that it could record Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. Of course, no commercials. If I can wait until Friday, and it will record it off of satellite. So I set it up to do that. So then I can watch Back to the Future. And I thought I had the Back to the Future DVDs in my collection, but maybe I sold them years ago because I don't have anything that's Back to the Future in my DVD collection. So it's funny how all these things, as the years go by, you start to want to watch them again. I was going through all my collection of movies, and most of them are actually from the year 2000, and then of course 2010. So those are now not watchable because they're too recent. Your mind feels like you've still seen it too many times, so you have no interest in watching it. But it's funny how when things get really retro, if you go back to the 80s and the 90s, you're like, oh, I haven't seen that in 10 years. I want to watch it again. So then you get excited to see it because, I don't know, your mind forgets. Your mind forgets the different scenes and different things that happen in the show. So you want to watch it again to remember what happened in the general gist of the storyline. But it's like you don't want to watch Star Wars again because you've seen Star Wars so many times now. Same thing with Star Trek. It's like I've seen it so many times now. I don't need to see it again. But there are some stuff that I haven't seen in a long time that I wanted to watch. And Back to the Future I hadn't seen in a very long time. So I wanted to check that out. So I'll probably end up watching that maybe this weekend. Once I'm done working, I'll come back and just relax. DoorDash, $9, 10.3 miles. No. Goodbye. Although knowing me, I'll never find the time to watch it, because the only time I ever have time to watch movies is when I'm sick. UberEats, $6 for 11 miles. No. That's the only time I ever seem to really have time. Otherwise, usually I'll throw on the Golden Girls and just watch the Golden Girls to pass the time. $2.37, 4.9 miles. No. That's really what I spend a lot of time doing, is watching that damn Golden Girls. $6.04 for 2.4 miles, but it's shopping. That's too low. Go away. Go away. Yeah, I like to watch a lot of old reruns. It's very therapeutic. It helps to calm the nerves, even if you've seen it 10 billion times. Chick-fil-A, $30 for 4 miles. Oh, good. Someone else took it. Thank you for taking that. That sounded like a trap, didn't it? $30 for 4 miles, and it was a match. You know, there was something wrong. Something was definitely wrong with that situation. I'm glad it went away. There's no reason for them to be offering a $30 order for 4 miles. Maybe the Chick-fil-A is closed right now. People are desperate. They want their food. I wonder what younger people do now that they're older and they want to reminisce about the past, because I don't think a lot of them had like I Love Lucy and the Brady Bunch and the Golden Girls and I Dream of Jeannie. You know, all the old shows that us older folk use and watch to relax, to reminisce on the past. I think a lot of the generation that's getting older now, they didn't watch television. They just did a lot of video games, and they watched stuff online. I don't even know what they would use. Uber Eats, $4 for 4.9 miles. No, I don't know what they would use to relax, because TV is such a relaxing thing where you just put it on and you just relax and enjoy it. I mean, if all your childhood memories are based on things like old video games and stuff, the only way you could possibly relax is if you played like old video games, like you played like Metroid, or I don't know, what old video games did they have, like the Nintendo 64, or I don't know. See how old I am? I don't even know what they did. Like kids that grew up in the year 2000, because it's been 20 years now, so those kids would obviously be they'd be in their 30s. So what do? How do they relax and feel like they're going back to their past, but it's something passive that they could just enjoy doing that would make them feel like they're young again when they're watching it, and it relaxes them? I have no idea what that could be for them, because it's not everything they did was just those darn computers. Or maybe they don't know, because a lot of them watch that Nickelodeon. So they probably would watch a lot of like SpongeBob and stuff like that. They'd watch Rick and Morty, and they'd watch those cartoons, the Fairly Odd Parents. So they'd probably do that. That's probably what they did. That's probably what they're watching. There's a bunch of old cartoons. So let me know in the comments what you young people do to relax now that you're in your 30s and you want to kind of go back to your childhood to really just zone out. You must watch a lot of Pokemon. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, this day has come to an end. I didn't get any more offers that were worth taking, so I've just been here at the house with the animals, and you can see this little doggy. He's just hanging out, wondering what's going on and why we haven't gotten anything, and I don't know where the other animal is. I just got this one. So yeah, take a look at the totals and you can see how terrible we did today. Not so good, but maybe things will get better tomorrow. But if not, it's all good. So that's it for the show, everybody. I thought I'd show you one dog. I don't know where the other doggy is. But this one you can see and enjoy looking at as you look at the totals. And you can see the miles per gallon and the mileage and the hourly and the totals and all the other good stuff. So anyway, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.